3 things about this lake that most people never find out. First, its real name isn't Moke. Somewhere under all of this stillness, 45-metre drop that used to be filled with an ice a mile thick. And this exact shoreline, it was a crime scene. I'll get you clued up.
Moke Lake, 6 kilometres. This is supposedly rated as an easy track. Feeling pretty worn out and hoping that the icy track doesn't wipe me out completely on this one.
1 degree, we just got up from 0.
Let's go. Yeah, when I say icy track, I was pretty serious. Look at that beautiful reflection. Also called AKA the Mirror Lake for obvious reasons.
Which everyone seems to call it, but I've not seen or heard why the true name got dropped for it. Soak in the views and I'll get to the bottom of it.
Shucks. You can still see some ice around the edges. Wow. Wow. Just beautiful. So if you're looking to come here, it's around about 20-25 minutes drive from Queenstown Central. There is a dirt track towards the end, so pick your car wisely. Wowee. It's clear, but I'm sure it would be absolutely freezing. When you do come here, you actually park up at a campsite, so facilities overall are pretty good. It's a long drop. In winter, they turn all the water off because the pipes will freeze up. So you definitely need to bring your own water and supplies for this 2.5-hour walk. Walking on the grass is nice. It's not so hard, but the unevenness is setting off the old naggy. Neil.
This whole area was a gold country in the 1860s. Otago's biggest strike ever, 18,000 miners at its peak. And a lot of them walked into these hills carrying everything they owned on their back. We're talking swag bags up to 40 kgs on foot. I'm carrying a selfie stick because I want to share the mint views, and yet I'm mentally complaining about how cold my hands are. I should have worn gloves.
Even getting some photographs while we're filming here. Multitasking. Shucks, it looks absolutely stunning. This is supposedly rated as an easy track. I have to find out. I hope it is easy, because it's getting pretty worn after all this walking, actually. The contrast between the alpine grasses and the blue sky. More than I could ask for. Just drying out. Fair enough. It's pretty cold. You need a stretch before you go out flying. This reflection is just magical. Sunning away. The local iwi to this part, Ngāti Tahu, this area Punamahaka called the mirrored lake because, or they named it like that, because of this distinct mirrored reflection. It's just so super still.
The local iwi here, Ngai Tahu, named this Punamahaka or Waikamahaka. Both mean twin waters, direct reference to the shape of the lake and exactly the reflection you're looking at right now. Here's the part that really got me. The name is centuries old and almost nobody who walks this loop today has ever heard of the original names.
Otherwise Moke Lake. You know, they named it Moke Lake because of I think it was like a donkey or something on the farmlands around here. Is it Moke or Moke? Must be Moke. Imagine naming this glorious thing after a donkey. Maybe it was a very valued pet.
Not a donkey for the record, but close enough. I'll let past me keep some dignity for now.
Well, so far, this is living up to its easy name. You need waterproof shoes. Definitely the ice, doing a 2-hour walk with freezing off toes would be horrible.
Waterproof shoes recommended. The 1860s miners who walked this exact ground had wool socks. If they were lucky, boots that were basically leather bags. Whoa.
I'm not looking forward to the shade. Can already feel those winds are really cold across my face. Definitely city slick are not used to these cold alpine winds. And it's not even that windy today. First little change. Okay. So it's muddy and icy. Ooh, and slippery. Okay, yeah. Recommendation has gone up to hiking boots. Jeepers. Definitely hiking boots. You can see the frost on all this. Certainly cold in the shade. Oh, my nose. Look at that view. Absolute stunner. The shadows over those hills. Alright, so there's a slight gradient here, for sure. Bought me my extra long stick today so we can get over the bush, get some beauty views. Look at it, absolutely crazy. Doesn't even look real. At all. Yo. Worth it. Oh, that sounds good.
If you didn't know, I recorded all of this from a selfie stick. The gold rush prospectors who came here had packed horses. If they were rich, and if you weren't, good luck. No high-tech bag, you'd have a pick, a pan, a tent, food, everything. Some of them walked here from Dunedin. That's over 200 kilometres away. This track is around 6 kilometres.
I hear a dog. So, must be the farm dog. Because it's a farmland, you're not allowed dogs here at all. There was actually, got caught in a traffic jam. So, some sheep blocking the access road. Very gravelly access road. It almost looks frozen down there. Oof, this ground is slippery. It's going to be a rather large pain is the fact that we're going to have really ridiculously muddy shoes and nowhere to wash them off later. Investigate to see whether the tap works.
Adding muddy shoes to the list of things I didn't plan for. It's gonna become a running theme. Sorry in advance.
Stunning. It actually looks like a mirror. This is I have actually no words. I don't know if you can hear the change in the ground, but there's parts of this that are just frozen solid. Certainly put me in the terrified state of, please don't slip over. You know, BBC did a mini documentary here a while ago. I say a while ago. I think it was like 2015, 13.
Correction, 2013, and it wasn't a documentary, it was a real series called Top of the Lake, directed by Jane Champion. It's a dark story for this beautiful view. Based around a 12-year-old missing girl, this exact shoreline was where the women's commune camp was built for the show. Not the crime scene you're expecting, but a heck of a show. And I can see why they picked this spot. Given some movie magic, this lake looks ominous. The disappearance vibe feels pretty real.
Whoa, look at that big pointy hill. That is very pointy. A natural pyramid.
This one's bugging me. The shape looks like a landmark I should know. There's a few peaks around here. Ben Lomond, Mount Hanley. Some of them I haven't placed yet. It's hard to keep your head screwed on when you're trying to film and not end up on your butt.
Oh, wow.
Want to wash your hands?
Wash my hands. If I use that water, my hands will probably freeze more so than what they are now. Cannot get over how picturesque this lake is. And reasonably tourist free, actually. Myself included.
You see the glamping pods in the back?
Yeah, the old glampers. That's definitely the time. They'll have AC and running water.
They have
What?
a beautiful night sky.
This night sky here would just be magic. No pollution in the sky whatsoever. Wow, look at that. Tell you right now, my editing skills are not anywhere near being able to do this. So whatever you're seeing right now is very, very real. Inclusive of the random pyramid over there, which I will find the name out of later. You know the name of that hill? Hill. Mountain? They're all mountains. It's so perfectly triangular it looks fake. Hey, I thought there was no bikes here. Someone's bought a bike.
No mountain biking allowed on this side of the loop. Someone clearly missed a sign, or decided that the view was worth the fine.
Maybe they have an e-scooter. No signs about those. Jeebus. Just a stunner. Ugh. Very slippery, muddy. My pants are going to be ruined after this. 100%. Yours will look fine. and I'll look like I was rolling around in like a mud fight. No doubt. Snow that's still here is crazy. It's around, what, 12 o'clock now? Still not melted. Just switching hands because it's like, oh, this one's getting icy, now this one's getting icy. One in the pocket at all times. Get it. We're not the only tourists. Dun, dun, dun. Small steps. Really, really, really don't want to aggravate that knee anymore. What's interesting about this lake, actually, that I've noticed, is that one side where the hills sort of drop has actually got a little touch of water disturbing that mirrored reflection to the campsite, I guess, which is extremely still. Ugh, look at this. That's what I was saying. And you're not allowed bikes. It says no bikes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, but that's only that one section.
There was bikes down there. No. I've been seeing tracks for a while now. I know you're also not allowed drones here. There's a lot of knots. This is a active farmland and disturbing the sheep, the wildlife, the ecosystem. I'm sure that's probably why. You know, it is strange though. Mm-hmm. They allow boating.
Boating?
Yep.
On this lake?
On the lake, that's what I read. Strict 5-kilometre speed limit.
Non-motorised boats, fine. Kayaks, paddleboards, canoes, but no fishing from anything under a motor power. This lake gets named specifically in the Otago fishing rules for that.
But I need to... Can you go fishing? I'm unsure. I didn't actually see any signs about that. I was thinking that. I don't think there's going to be much that's going to survive in there anyway. I just need to pull my knee brace up a little bit.
Second knee mention. Tell ya, we've been through the ringer these past few days, so bear with me.
Oh my God, look at my pants. Yeah. That's very typical. Yeah, see? Every single time. I walk around. I don't feel like...
Yeah, very dark pants.
Your pants are also a little bit more fitted. Mine are flailing around. Any excuse that's basically, it's not my fault. Hee. Totally my fault. Ugh. So another thing to add to bring to this trip would probably be like a plastic bag or some kind of something to wrap up your shoes in, especially considering you can't wash them, I'm assuming.
Strike again on the muddy shoes. This could be the last time I mention it. Probably.
And spare pants, if you're like me. Positives though, 0 sandflies. No bugs.
Yeah. Only two stragglers.
There are horses here. I see remnants. Oh no, it'd be the cows, idiot. Farmland. I saw a sign. Moke Lake Road. Moke Lake picnic area. Lake dispute outlet. What are we disputing? 3 to 4 hours. Looks stunning though, but no thank you. Easy. Oh, okay, that's icy. Wow. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. It's so flat. I mean, well, you know what I mean. It's flat where you want it to be and mountains exactly where they should be. This is like a Bob Ross painting in real life. Rather than it being Moke Lake, named after the mule, name it Bob Ross Lake.
So, here's the answer. It's not a donkey, it's not a pet. Moke Lake and Moke Creek were named after an old mule kept on a farm right here. The everyday name that stuck, and it stuck so hard we completely buried the old one. Twin Waters, Punamahaka, gone, replaced by a farm animal, and nobody thinks twice about it now.
I'm gonna fall over because I'm so distracted by the scenery. Actually, hey, where'd that big pointy one go? Gone. The pyramid-looking hill, mountain. I keep calling them hills. They're not hills.
They're large hills.
These large hills are these actually.
This is actually considered a hill, not a mountain.
I keep touching the floor because I can see ice occasionally, and I'm like, I really,
My shoe's clean now.
really don't want to fall. Your shoes are clean? Nah. Again, absolute muck. They're not bad.
I'll clean up real good in the grass.
Yeah, for now, by the time we get back to the car, be absolutely wrecked again. I mean, I don't know. Depends on the rest of the track, I guess. Well, so far, the easy part of this walk is, I mean, it's a little undulating, but otherwise, really good. Really good. You can see all the finches like nuts in the trees over there. I actually need to look where I'm going. I am really looking everywhere. That is so pretty. Even the shading on the mountains is pretty. I don't think these markers are completely necessary. It's pretty. Oh god, no, not another bridgy thing. Falling in the water. It's not. It'd be absolutely ice. Well, it's really good. It's got the chicken wire on it again, so I don't feel like I'm going to fall over, thankfully. Yay! Grasses look lovely, don't they? I mean, even though they're dry, it's like just a lovely contrast. This wetlands area, they build all of these just to protect the ecosystem and allowing tourists like ourselves to wander freely.
That's DOC, Department of Conservation. This boardwalk exists so people can walk straight through the wetland without raking it. No pick, no shovel required, unlike the last people who worked this ground.
I can see sheep droppings on this, which is funny. Oh yeah, good ice. Check, check. Crust now. Yeah, you can see how clear it is. It looks clean, but I wouldn't fancy going in there. The sheep, yeah, sure. Some of these grasses. There is still, so sunny as hell. You can see there is actually ice on the track, so it is actually a little slippery. But every time I see a bit of white or the snowy ice thing, I'm like, check the ground. I don't wanna fall over or trip over. But this is actually nice and flat. Not too much to be tripping over. Touch wood. So there's a cow crossing-y thing. And now we're going up. You know how I said it was flat? I lied. Oh yeah, this is pretty rocky actually. Oh, shit. There is a gradient. Do you know the elevation on this?
I'm not sure.
By chance? Neither do I.
Probably less than 100 metres.
It'll be less than. Oh, it could be more than 100 metres. I mean, if you think we were on ground level,
Oh, so maybe
it could actually be quite a bit.
maybe 25 metres.
50 or so. We're not near the top yet. Not a flat track. Changing this from easy to slightly on the moderate side. I guess this is now depending on fitness.
And there it is. The official rating just got quietly overruled live on camera.
Well, look over that side though. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah. Oh, you can see all the greens down there. That's mint. The wetlands themselves are just beautiful.
Very Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. I only ever watched the first one. Oh, that's a lie. I think it's called The Hobbit as well. More of a Harry Potter fan.
For the record, Lord of the Rings scenes were filmed not far from here too. Different valley, same neck of the woods.
Just a big child. Lord of the Rings is too adult for me. Wow. Looking down at that water is just magic. Worth the climb. Wow. Pit stop. The icy wind is now freezing my nose, drips into icicles. And water, I think. Oh no, big puddle. A little taster of what we're actually walking on. Parts of this are still frozen. See? And again, it's, what's the time? Around about 12-ish, maybe 12:30.
12:50 now.
Okay, almost 1. Oh. Okay. Need to look where I'm going. Wow. When I was researching this, I actually learnt a new word. Montane. I think that's how you say it. Like not mountain, but montane. It's a alpine, cold, steep ecology sort of system, I guess, basically. So the lake is a montane. I think I'm saying that right. I have no idea.
But it's saying mountain in a strange accent.
Mountain in a strange accent, yeah.
Montane.
Montane. Montane?
Like Montana.
Montana wines, yeah.
So how deep is this lake?
The depth of the lake is 45 meters.
Wow.
It's a very steep drop off in there somewhere.
Probably down there.
I have no idea where the deep part is, but 45-meter drop. Whoop. It's interesting, I guess, because it's like normally walking around referring to volcanoes and volcanic and all the rest of it. And
so it's like essentially a crater.
it is essentially a crater, yeah, but
Not a crater, actually better than that. This is a kettle lake carved out by block glacial ice that sat here, melted, and then left this hole behind. That Twin Waters name from earlier. It's older than the mill, older than the farm, and describing something that was frozen solid before any of us were even around to see it.
I can see something splashing around down there. Don't know what it is.
It's a duck.
It's a crocodile. Yeah, we'll be just ducks. Well, body's feeling warm. Very warm now. Sun is lovely. Probably still crisp 4 degrees.
We've just warmed up.
But we're nice and warm, and I'm not getting much of a breeze, which is good. However, my nose still feels like it's a distant relative rather than something attached to my face.
And that's where we're leaving part 1. The pyramid still hasn't got a name. There's a mystery on the shoreline that's fictional, mostly. And the terrain starts getting pretty iffy up ahead. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you in part 2.